Hey BookTube, welcome back to a Friday Reads video. It's been a while. I have done a couple other videos, but haven't gotten around to a Friday one, so it's time to start doing that. I've read a whole bunch of books, so I have a lot to catch up on. I just recently filmed a video, which we'll be posting probably before this one, where I reviewed these three graphic novels, which I've just read. The first one is Letting Go by Miriam Catton. And then also two books by Jeff Lemire. This is Underwater Welder and Roughneck. And the stickers are on there because I just borrowed them from work. So anyway, if you want to see what those are about, go ahead and check out that video. I'm not going to go ahead and talk about them again. I've read another book. This is The Death of Vivek Ogee by Ogee Emezi. Ogee is a non-binary author, native to Nigeria, and that is where this book is set. This is their third book. I haven't read any others by this author, but I read this one because it was the chosen book for the NB Book Club on Instagram. I've never read any of the books with that group before. I've just kind of came across them recently, and of course I was always drawn to any characters that are non-binary or authors, and I wanted to check it out. This, as the title says, is of the death of Vivek Ogee. Their body is found by their mother outside of the home at the very beginning of the book, so I mean, obviously no surprise that they die. But the book isn't totally focused on their death. It's more of, as the mother is trying to find out how Vivek died, questioning Vivek's friends and their cousin Osita, who they had a very close relationship with. They also come to learn how Vivek lived, who Vivek was, and it was just beautifully, beautifully written. Loved the friendship and also a relationship with Osita. The story is non-linear, so it kind of jumps back and forth to the mother as she's grieving, mother and father really, but the mother seems to be more obsessed with knowing what happened. But it's present time while she is trying to discover what happened, but then we also get a look back on Vivek's life through his friends and cousin, and just like I said, beautifully written, very emotional. The ending just blew me away. I highly recommend it. I don't want to say much more about it and give away anything, but I definitely recommend you pick it up. Another book I read, these are all ebooks, hence I only have a photo of it here, and my Kindle doesn't have color pictures, so I had to take a photo of the cover. But the next one I read was Bounty Hunter, Nothing to Nobody by Rachel Ogee. This is the third book in the Bounty Hunter series. I think there's going to be quite a few books from what I gather. I've actually already got book 4 pre-ordered. Was due out October, but now it's been pushed back to November. But highly recommend this. This is just like a really great guilty pleasure read. I love her books. I love her characters. In fact, on Facebook she saw that I posted a picture. She's like, I recognize that book. And I'm like, I love your books. I love your characters. Don't kill any of them off. They're my friends. And she's like, I make no promises. Well, Rachel, I got to page chapter 50 of this. You big meanie. You're a big meanie. Anyway, just great fun, kind of futuristic, yet Western sci-fi book. Bounty hunters are like the only law in this lawless land, the wastelands. But now even they're being hunted, and I highly recommend this series. Being the third book, I don't want to get into any details of it, but just exceedingly entertaining. You will root for all the characters as well. There are larger-than-life kind of evil characters as well, and corporations that seem to come out of the past, and lots of action, lots of fun, and really witty dialogue, too, between the characters, making me laugh out loud. So, highly recommend that. The next I read was The Seep by China Porter. Very slim little futuristic alien invasion / utopian novel. The Seep are the aliens that have come to Earth, and they kind of control everything. Nobody dies anymore. Capitalism fell. Money's not necessary. They will provide pretty much anything you want. They will make your life as perfect as you want. They can change the way you look. They can change anything. And this focuses on our 50-year-old trans woman named Trina and her wife Deba. And one day, you know, they have a beautiful idyllic life. She's very happy. Trina doesn't participate too much with the Seep and the Seep technology other than in her profession, where they they use it like in for medical purposes, I guess. But Deba has started to wonder what it would be like to be reborn as a baby, to feel that love, parental love again, and hopes that Trina will be her parent. And she's like, how can you ask that of me? And it drives a wedge between them until Deba eventually leaves to kind of fulfill her dream of being reborn again. That's not something that Seep can do, but it causes such a feeling of loss for Trina. You know, she's lost the love of her life. She's all alone. She turns to alcohol. And it's sort of her trying to kind of come to terms with this, and she ends up on this sort of this quest, this journey throughout the book. And again, really fascinating. It's hard to describe all the things the Seep can do in this world she finds herself in, and just really, really clever plot, really intriguing. I think that's pretty much it. Well, I did read, I think I mentioned before, I've been working my way through Carlos Ruiz Zafon's Cemetery of Forgotten Books series. There's 4 books in the series, and I'd recently reread the first 2, which are the only ones I had read before, which was Shadow of the Wind and Angel's Game. I did finish the 3rd book, Prisoner of Heaven. I don't remember if I mentioned that in a previous Friday Reads or not, but I've since moved on to book 4, which I just got in the mail not too long ago, The Labyrinth of Spirits. That's about where I'm at right now. If you haven't read this, you need to pick these books up. They are absolutely fantastic. The interesting, intriguing plots, the way they're all linked, beautifully woven together. Yeah, you're taking the past and the future from book to book. Characters reappear, and my jaw is constantly dropping. How intricate this was. I think I'm so happy that I've kind of reading my way all through all 4 of them at the same time, instead of letting a time pass and kind of maybe forgetting characters or intricate details, because things keep creeping back up within the books, and I can't speak highly enough of this. I absolutely love this series, and this is probably the largest one I think so far. The one right before this, Prisoner of Heaven, was almost too skinny, too thin, and needed a little bit more to beef it up. This one's introducing us to some new characters. You just have just wonderful, wonderful characters, larger-than-life villains. Yeah, you need to read these. The other book I'm currently reading, which I had mentioned before, and I had kind of set it aside for a while because I've been picking up other things, but I'm back into Pandemic by Daniel Kala. Very similar to the pandemic we're experiencing now, but in this case it seems to be one that is being spread purposely. And it's like an Islamic terrorist plot to cause chaos and death, and so yeah, that's a very scary thought. You know, purposely spreading the disease, but it's pretty good. I like it. And then just because some of these have been kind of heavy that I've been reading, I also have recently picked up Reading Up a Storm, which is what I've been doing, by Eva Gates. This is the 3rd book in the library series, Lighthouse Library series. It takes place in North Carolina's like Cape Hatteras. There's an actual lighthouse there, and it's focused on that actual location, but in real life the lighthouse is not a library, hasn't been turned into one, but I really enjoyed the first 2 in this series, and I think the first one was something about the library got a loan of Jane Austen books, like the whole set, like very expensive set, and someone was stealing them, and murder abound, and our librarian is trying to solve the murders. So I don't know much about this plot. I just saw the 3rd one's available, and I thought, yep, why not? It's time to kind of get a little like cozy mystery into my reading here. But anyway, I think that's everything. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. If you've read any of these, let me know. If you're intrigued at all about Labyrinth of Spirits, or the Cemetery of Forgotten Books, I should say, you want to start with book 1 and read your way straight through. Shadow of the Wind, one of my favorite all-time books. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. A little rushed because it is 91 degrees out here, and I am dying. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.